What's up, Redeemers? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick.
I'm Keith.
I'm Curtis.
Todd Hillward.
You know the vibes. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Shiny views.
Shiny views.
Yeah.
So it's like reflective.
Yeah. Because this group is so reflective.
Shiny.
I know y'all want us to react to a lot more Shiny. I think this is a good segue just because when we do some of the other ones, I kind of want it to be a full panel for a couple other the title tracks.
Fuck them people.
But yeah, let's jump into this. If y'all don't know Kurt and Nas, like this is Taman's group.
Yeah, Gen 2.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're old. They're like 30.
That's old
3.
shit.
Wow. I mean, for, as K-pop groups go. Damn.
Some of them always running shit.
They are.
Said,
Well, we've seen
CL,
fucking
Hyolyn
Hyolyn and CL. Jesus. Lord have mercy. This is what, 2015?
Mm-hmm.
Is this with all 5 members?
I don't know. I don't know if this is before the incident. She nice.
All 5.
That's the theme for the night.
Dog, I don't know what it is.
Nah, they got some flavors with them. That was Taman right here, right? Yeah. So Taman with the horror blonde. Oh shit! Yo,
This one real left real quick. What the fuck? Hold up.
She gonna nurse his wounds. He got hit with a bottle for her.
Yeah, she's got a nurse's wound.
Oh, that shit. Shit, the law on the way. Yo, so many takeaways from this video. For one, SHINee was a group when I was hearing like some of the music, nothing really kind of caught me for like some of the quick little listens. Be honest. The way I was selecting some of these, basically, like would type them in and they would do like the essential music and show like the most popping stuff. And this was, one of the most popping joints that I had on the list for the night. This shit slap. Mm-hmm. It has that nostalgic feel. We keep, using
they got that
word
EDM drop
shit.
that you fucking
the drop
That's the theme of the night.
Just even I felt like some different things that we haven't seen. I just felt like this many chicks in one video.
I was gonna say that. Well, not even that they're in the video, that they're interacting with the artists.
Even how they are. And I mean, we kind of all love those videos of like summertime flings, having fun. They could be road tripping or just partying. Like the pool party, take off your clothes, let's all dive in and have fun. This is a party. This feels like a summer party. There's so many good things that I like about it. I just love the vibe and the energy of the song. This is a good joint. This is making me want to dive more into what SHINee has to offer.
Cool.
I also like the looks. This looks like a real good look for a lot of them. They said the blonde Taman.
Blonde Taman. He has no idea.
Was that Dirty Gray?
Such a criminal.
Yeah. He's some good looks. They got some nice young ladies in here too with them. Those are some nice ladies to be on a little adventure with for the summertime.
Yep.
This video kind of feels like they are famous in Korea and they went somewhere else and where nobody knows them, and they were able to have fun like normal people would. That's what this whole video, that's the vibe this whole video gets me, even though it's like nothing is given, like directly narrated to that. But that's what it just feels like. You know what I mean? Like when they were in the store and they saw themselves on TV, they run out. You know what I mean? Kind of like, we don't, don't look at the TV. It's almost like Prince Hakeem in the museum. Like, Lisa, don't look. Like, that whole thing. And being a normal person, real shit happens. Sometimes you get cracked in the head with a bottle and, you get nursed back to health in a bathroom stall. It happens.
It does.
From apparently, it's SHINee. SHINee land.
It's giving like 80s house music or like that, like
that late 80s, early 90s MTV house music.
Yeah.
Something, a track that can be played. I always say like 20 years back or 20 years forward. Like if in 2040 this was going off at some techno club or something.
Yeah, we got another oldie but goodie. Grab your loved ones. The last song.
The old versions of us are the ones who requested.
By the time seventh gen is around,
there'll be like Kurt was like, our old asses will be the one that requested
song you would hear at like the end of the night when the lights come on. Like that's just how, that's how you know all the night's over.
We're just vibing over there like y'all had to be around for this.
Like y'all weren't outside. We're outside right now. They don't get our lingo and shit.
let me download this.
Oh. Look at
that. I'll say this track was really, really catchy, really nostalgic for sure. It definitely, harken back to that. Even before they got into the pool, like I was just thinking it was meant to be that summer vibe. Like it just like,
Oh,
like
they kidnap them.
Like I did just notice the kidnapping too, as you said, but I'll let you touch on that.
No. Go ahead. I already spoke. I don't want. So they are famous.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And they got kidnapped away.
Well, it's funny because
turns out to not be a bad idea.
So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, kidnapped.
Yeah.
His eyes was crazy.
Context.
Yeah, I just love the vibe of the song, as you were saying. I thought the vocals in it were amazing. I thought it was interesting that there wasn't necessarily. I thought it was interesting that there wasn't necessarily like a pure rap line in it or anything like that. And I don't know if that's because it's a Gen 2 thing versus a Gen 3 thing or anything like that.
I don't know if they have a rap line.
Nah.
Because I know all 5 of them are vocalists.
Yeah, but that's just more so me, like what I notice is more common in K-pop.
That seemed off though for an SM group.
Yeah.
Well, remember, this is an older group.
Yeah, like it's not like it's necessary or anything like that.
But
Like
they still
the vocals in the song.
Yeah, but now that y'all did mention it, like I don't remember hearing anybody go off on a rap line. I think like when I just checked, it was they do have like rappers on here, but it just a rap definitely could have been inserted, but it didn't.
It could have been inserted, but it didn't feel. It didn't feel like it needed to be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And more so that was just me reflecting kind of just upon like how we notice like those kind of formulas in K-pop where it's like, you'll get the vocal runs, you'll get the rap runs, you'll get a bridge and everything like that. So I like structurally that they kind of broke the norm, but it felt like kind of necessary to what the song was trying to say. As far as the song being called View, I think it's really cool that we're seeing a different side of them as far as like how you had alluded to with the kidnapping situation, where it's like, okay, let's take you out of your environment or something and just show you this world that you haven't been able to enjoy as much. And, you know, the trials and tribulations of it, whether it leads to, you know, fights, whether it leads to love, whether it leads to, you know, just meeting new people, engaging with new people.
Because you gotta figure.
Yeah,
the life of an idol is sheltered.
Yeah, it almost feels like it's hearkening on a loss of innocence, I guess. Like, just where it's like, okay, these are the things that most people can identify with that, you know, either we didn't or the characters that we're portraying haven't been able to live. So yeah, I mean, it's just really nostalgic, you know. But overall, I really liked it.
Yeah. So 2 things happened real quick. When they were getting noodles at the noodle truck, the dude held the camera up to his face like he recognized him, was trying to record him, and he took his hand and pushed the camera down. And then when they were walking away, like they almost had like an in the car view, and then he pulled his hat down, and then everybody took off and ran. Like whoever was in the car was whoever they were trying to get away from.
Yeah. That also kind of adds a little bit of irony to the title of View, because it's literally the viewpoint of a camera trying to find you, and you're trying to hide from that view.
Yeah, SHINee, their debut was 08, EXO was 2012. So it was their 4-year gap.
Yeah.
Onu, Key, Manhu, and then Taemin, and then like we discussed through the video, Junghan. But yeah, it was all 5 of them. So I'm assuming, like I said, everything was cool up in.
You took a bottle from me
up until then.
You could take.
Which was fucked up because I meant to do the SHINee videos during the anniversary of all that. Because I thought, you know, it would have been kind of something dope to do, because I don't hear too many situations like that in K-pop, and that seems like, you know, a thing that needed to be, you know, show bro his love.
Yeah.
I was watching a video. I was watching a reaction of a reaction, Inception reaction, but they were doing SHINee with kids going over their history, and they matched each of them up with a different kid, and they were kind of going through their videos or whatever. It's like little 10-second clips. And at one point, one of the kids noticed.
He basically told us he was cheating.
Not really.
10 seconds is enough.
Okay, whatever. But I was already listening to SHINee. I had a lot in my, you know.
Whatever, low.
No, we're not doing that shit.
The bid.
So anyway, no, but one of the kids noticed that, hey, how come there's only 4 of you now? And he was like, oh yeah, Uncle, listening, because they call him Uncle sometimes, like when the kids refer to the elders or whatever, it's not there anymore. And it's like, well, what happened to him? Like, he's sick. Oh, so he's a bad uncle. And he was like, no, he's not a bad uncle. He's just not feeling well. He didn't tell him what actually happened, but he said it in a way that was handled perfectly. You know what I mean? But you could kind of see it in his face that he was like emotional over it.
Yeah, Kurt and Naj, y'all know the situation?
No, not at all.
SHINee is a 5-member group. In 2017, in December, one of the members, Junghan, I think, basically, you know, talked to everybody, went and got a hotel room, and basically committed suicide. Like, yeah, you know, they came in, I think, in a hotel room and then filmed him. I honestly forget like how and stuff, but it's just, you know,
wow.
He had did that and stuff, and it was a real big thing. I think BTS and other people were at the funeral or something, if I'm not mistaken. I could be extremely wrong. But like it was a big thing, and it's just me personally. I haven't heard too much of that with K-pop for heavy groups, because mind you, SHINee is a SM group, so it's, you know, I'm pretty sure it happens, but it's just, you know, that's
the pressure.
Yeah,
no, that's
and
insane.
not just the pressure, but the things you give up being an idol. Like, you're not allowed to date. You're not allowed. You know, traditionally, you're not allowed to date. You're not allowed to have children. You know what I mean? Those are things that you, especially if those are things that you always wanted.
But I want to know, bro, like not to cut you off,
an added layer.
they were so far away from stuff that I think other groups would have had to do. They debuted in 2018. By the time 2017 came around, they were like men. They probably weren't even living in dorms anymore or doing anything. I agree with the pressure thing, but it's just, you know, that I don't know
I think
enough
they
history.
debuted before 2018.
No, I said if I said 2018, I'm sorry. They debuted in 08. So, you know, this was years later. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just.
But I still think the idol moniker was created at that point.
I just would assume for the majority of pressure would have definitely came earlier versus later, when it seems like SM at that point they have solo tracks and other things. I mean, who am I to tell niggas
But
that
if it-
pressure is pressure?
But like so in 2017, he would have probably been almost 30
I can tell you.
or late 20s. What if he wanted kids at that point and due to contract, contractually, SM was like, no, you can't. You're still an idol.
Well, they say people still be having kids and doing whatever.
I mean, there's rumors of other people. I ain't gonna get into that.
Card got 2 minutes on it.
Yeah, because he was born in 1990, so 2017.
I said 8 minutes.
Yeah, he'd have been 27 years old at the time of what happened.
God damn it, Kurt.
You heard me, Keith?
Yeah.
He'd have been 27.
Well, whatever you gotta say it fast. You got like 2 minutes. Thanks, Kurt.
I said 8.
Kurt did it.
Yeah, say he had a solo. He already had a solo album out and everything.
I feel like it really does give this song a whole different kind of texture to it, Because when you view it through, no pun intended, but, when you view it through that lens of just knowing that kind of information, it definitely, makes the story feel much more deep as far as, like, the idea of, anyone who had to go through something so horrible, obviously, as well as the group. And then you have songs like these that are kind of about escaping that norm and just living a normal life. It certainly gives a lot of added emotion and heart to a
Which
very
is why I
tragic
think this is like an
situation.
art imitate life thing. Like they really wanted to
Yeah.
run away at some point because there are pressures. There are like the things
Even-
they're able to
even
do in a
being
video.
kidnapped, like,
Right,
just take me away.
just
from
being
this.
able to spend some time with a female, like over the course of a day, where you don't have to hide or run away or be bothered with anybody, and you could just be a natural, not a natural guy, but like you could just be you.
and you're being loved for.
But
who
that's
you
why
are
I
rather
don't
than
really want to
status or-
speak on what I think could do anything. Because for all y'all know, a girl could have broke up with him, or it could have just been something.
No,
that
it
had nothing
definitely
to
could have.
do
It definitely
yeah,
could have.
with
It definitely
that.
could have.
That's why
I was
I
just
didn't wanna-
speculating on what I know of the idol
Yeah.
culture and what it could possibly be for me, maybe because I know that's a big thing for me.
Yeah, but this says that he's one of K-pop's idols with the most songs copywritten under his name.
Really,
He writes for a lot of people outside of SM, so he's a writer and stuff. He
a writer,
he has
not a
books
biter.
out. He was on the top 30 for like most handsome faces in K-pop. He was dating an actress for a few years. Okay, well now I seen the cause of death was carbon monoxide poisoning. I'm a cute girl that was on this messing this quote. So yeah, it's just a lot of accomplishments and everything really under him and stuff all like that. We'll definitely probably look into it because I'm pretty sure it's probably
Or when we do the
video or
guide,
something like that,
they'll
or a guide.
probably touch on
Hopefully,
it.
a guide to touch on like a lot of stuff over there because, like I said, I definitely want to know, and I didn't want to jump too into whatever. I get y'all were speculating, but I just would like to.
it's
to
a
see the
sensitive
guide.
subject. Yeah.
Because when I seen it, they made it seem like it was so sudden because everything was cool. But most of the time, that's how a lot of suicides and stuff are. Like everything seems like it's cool until something just
Then you
ain't
kinda-
cool. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, was there anything else about the video that y'all want to get into? Sorry, I down the mood.
No.
No, I
it's,
mean, I don't know if you could. This song is so upbeat. I mean, it's like an ass, but this song is so happy and upbeat. But no, I mean, I'm good. You good, Kurt?
Yeah, I just the song is amazing.
You want to talk about the lyrics, Kurt?
Huh?
You want to talk about the lyrics?
No, sir. Can't talk about what ain't there, Chief.
Nas.
Nah, I'm good.
Well, like, comment, subscribe, share, hashtag Redeemers. Give us all the information y'all know about everything that we discussed today, because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all might have a little bit more backstory, a little bit more information on everything that happened with the group. This was a bop. Definitely got to do some more SHINee stuff.
Yes.
Stay tuned to the channel this month. They'll definitely be getting like 3 or 4 more MVs at least this month. Love you guys to death. We'll holla at y'all.
Love y'all.
Peace.